Hi friends, my name's Izzy Anderson and I'm really happy to be here today to talk to you about the magic of essential oils. So today is Aromatherapy Awareness Week and the focus is essential oils and emotional well-being. So first let's start with what essential oils are. So essential oils are the aromatic compounds of plants. They're essentially the immune system of the plant. So just like they protect and heal the plant, they do the same for us as well. The thing I love about essential oils is remembering that all medicine originated from plants and trees and that scientists made a synthetic version. So many of the wonderful plants around us can heal us in many different ways. Hi everyone, I'm here today just to talk about how essential oils can help us navigate our emotions. And it's a topic really close to my heart because that's where I started. I started on a play date, on a picnic blanket, on the verge of tears with my newborn baby and my toddler in my hand, kind of swallowing down the tears of overwhelm, of motherhood, of loss, of, PTSD from a car accident I was with. Things were really kind of tough for me. And on this play date, I knew my friend had oils. So I asked if there was anything she had that could help because I was feeling emotional. And we shared one of my all-time favorite oils. And I couldn't believe in that moment, just from inhaling an oil in, not even with any sort of intention or expectation, the immediate effect it had on my system. I felt my feet back on the earth. I felt like I could breathe again and everything that was going on around me just felt easier and I felt like I could deal with it a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I will actually just show you the simplest exercise for us to kind of get access to our brain, which can then get really help to kind of soothe our system down in a moment where you just might need that little extra support. So it's super easy. The kind of direct access I would say to calming the system down is really just by breathing the oil in, so aromatically. So if you'd like to just grab your oils if you've got any and just put a drop in the palm of your hand and then just rub your palms together. And then you can just bring your palms up to your face. And I'd like you to take a deep breath in for the count of 5 if you're able to do so. And when you get to the top, just hold for a moment and then slow your exhale right down. And then just take another deep breath in. And this time, feel the air going to the space just between your eyes. And slowly exhale. And then finally, one more deep breath in. And with this breath, if you feel comfortable to do so, you can just sigh this one out and just let go. Let go of anything that is going around in your mind, any conversations you might be thinking about, things on your to-do list, something you forgot to do. Just let it all go and just be here now. So just to talk to you a little bit about how that works and why it can have such a profound effect on our emotions and how we feel, is that when we breathe the oil in, it goes up the nasal cavity and crosses the blood-brain barrier and goes straight to the limbic brain, which is the seat of our emotions. It is this part of the brain where messages can get sent out to kind of command our body into fight or flight. Hormones are distributed, and a really wonderful neuroscientist called Dr. Candice Pert, she wrote a book about the emotions called Molecules of Emotions. And she did loads of research around the brain and how it works. And she talks about emotions being molecules. And what we know when we breathe in these pure plant compounds, we're breathing in the molecules from the plant. And we know how incredible we feel when we're walking in a forest or we've gone to a lovely flower garden and can smell the scent of the flowers, or like in an orange grove and smell the orange trees. We know how uplifting that feeling can be. And what I love to think of is we're breathing in these plant molecules, and as we breathe them in, they go into the system and they just help to dissolve the stress, which really are just molecules of emotions running around the body. So that's why it's so effective. And when we actually breathe it in and we are actually slowing our breath down, we actually make space in the prefrontal cortex. So we're actually working with a couple of areas within the brain. And then the other thing is, we know how significant the scent of smell is. Like within life, it is how we choose our partners. It is how we choose where we go to eat. It's what keeps us safe as well. And essential oils can be such a wonderful tool to partner with when we are working with our emotions and for our emotional well-being. There are three main ways you can use essential oils, and this does depend on the quality. So whenever you're using essential oils, please do your research and always go for things that are sustainable, ethical, and ideally where possible, you want to have a transparency from plant to bottle, and some brands will actually show you the exact chemical profile of the essential oils. So the main ways you can use the oils that I work with are three different ways. So I thought I'd show you this actually using essential oils. So this is peppermint, and I'll just put a drop in my hand. So the first way you can use this is internally. So we can just take a little dab here, put it on the roof of our mouth. And unfortunately, this isn't scratch and sniff, but if it was, you would notice just how minty this is. So what's really effective about this is you can also put this in a cup of hot water and have it as a supercharged peppermint tea. But just to put this into context, 1 drop of peppermint in a cup is the equivalent of having 25 cups of normal mint tea. Because to make 1 drop of peppermint, there's a lot of peppermint that needs to be pressed. Whilst to make a cup of mint tea, it's literally just a tea bag's worth of peppermint. But the good thing about that is if you have anything digestive going on or anything you're looking to soothe, then peppermint is incredible. And with it being in a more potent form, it works really effectively. So the second way we can use it, which is probably the most well known, is topically. So in massage and in therapy and that sort of thing. So I still got a little bit of peppermint here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just put it here on my temple close to my hairline, and then on my other temple here on my hairline, and then just across the top. So the other amazing thing about peppermint is it's incredible for muscle tension, and it's just amazing for getting rid of headaches. So as you can see, I've just put it on these points and I can already start to feel it working. And then finally, the other way, which is really well known, and I think is the way that does access the emotions more, which I'll talk about in my next video, is aromatically. So we've got the remainder of the oil here on our hands. We can rub our hands together, cup them up to our face, and take a really slow, deep inhale in. And then we can just slow our exhale right down. And this is something you can repeat up to 3 times. And then that can really start to work with the limbic brain and calm the system down. So they're the 3 ways you can use the oils. Please always do check your label, because all essential oils are not created equal. Some may not be safe for the skin, some may not be safe to use internally. So do please check the label. And finally, I nearly forgot this, the other really well-known way to use it aromatically is using something like this, a diffuser. So this, you might be able to see the kind of steam distill. This is actually cold, and this is a mixture of water and essential oils, and that's just a beautiful way of sharing the therapeutic benefits of the oils with all the family. I hope you've enjoyed the few videos about essential oils. As you can probably tell, I'm super passionate about essential oils and empowering people with the tools to help them look after their health and their well-being. So please feel free to get in contact with me. You can DM me at The Mindful Fox, and I'm actually going to be running a essential oil experience next week. So if you click the link in my bio, you just need to fill out a form and you'll be able to join us for free.